side, so we know that they're going for damage over just little peppers. You gotta be prepared. You gotta be ready. You gotta work together.
You have to be. You have to be. And the Lewis gun is an interesting pick, but out of the LMGs, aside from obviously the Shack 50, which we haven't actually seen once today, it is the highest DPS. Aside from the M60, obviously with its new accuracy buff, it is the highest DPS LMG aside from the Shack 50. So that is a point to mention. However, kicking things off very strong here, we have got Void coming in with some strong openers. But ZND IGN holding their own. Good damage. They take down Danny. Some good damage to Protogens as well. But Microwave just going absolutely crazy with this MLM once more.
Yeah, that dash and the ability to just get in your business, get yourself present, get yourself known. It's going to do a massive amount of damage. It was a fraction. 1 health and a dream. You can hear that call saying, he's won, he's won. Ooh. There we go. Jericho will eventually fall to the ground. And once again, Microwave looking for a second. He's a hunter who isn't taking on my advice. And he's just doing the work himself. What's a team needed when you have Microwave to get it done? And of all surprises, I tell you what, it's in control for Void. Void are able to push it forward a minute 30 into this game.
Yeah, they've done a decent job, but once again, Void, their point control and their ability to just be on that point constantly is so much, it's night and day compared to the other teams we've seen so far. Prototype again with the knife, another backstab. It is a complete difference across the two sides. We are seeing ZND answer back with a couple of kills of their own, taking out members, but the revives are there. And it is just not doing enough damage right now that I think is the problem for ZND IGN. You've got Void playing these angles. They can jump off the point if they need to, and their point management is such chalk and cheese. It's so different, and you can see the difference that it makes. They are wiping the remaining members of IGN ZND, and it is just a slaughter. And they get back to moving the point business as usual.
Yo, it's just damage upon damage. We've got an AKM that's literally iron sighting like he's making a montage. It is pure control, and they've been using this height so well. We're having to see them come from market, and ZND are just on this disadvantaged position, and now this is where the dagger really comes alive, as Protogen is showing it can work in places. But with all that hype, with all that love, we are moving it across. This is unique. They're floating there. Oh, where's that Harry? They're going across.
Very much so. Very, very much so. Getting through to where they need to be. And not a great deal. They've started pushing it back. Max speed as well, which is beneficial for them. That Lewis gun, jeez Louise. Protogens gets one before he disappears. I think he gets punched in. Yeah, he does in the process. And again, the repeater, just absolutely taking names. Unfortunately, traded out by Danny. Yeah, Void, again, manpower on top, but they need to get on this point and stop these members being brought back to life.
Yeah, we're at this point now. This is the advantage of being on the side of ZND. You're out in the open. You have space, you have freedom, you have the opportunity to not have any easy access to get on point, but just as I say that, there are ways, and if there's a will, there will be a way as the pressure starts mounting up, and Zeus has to reconsider everything he's doing. ZND is able to push back. That, again, first push has been going into Void's favor time and time again, and then we see them falter. And it's around about this time they realize what they need to do to start winning these fights.
Yeah, they've definitely changed the tactic here a little bit, but Void are still putting out good damage. But I think it's just the goo. They've introduced the goo here on the side of ZND IGN, and it is keeping them alive. It's the simple way to put it. It's keeping them alive on the point so much more. My God, Shade with the pistol somehow winning that fight. And Void have been sent packing. That Lewis gun, I mean, look at it, Hyper. It is just doing so much damage. They can't seem to combat it.
There's not a lot you can combat with when you have somebody who's beaming them. Evade. He's a dangerous man when he's playing normally. Put him on power shift. We got more players he can target. Oh my god, it becomes a lot worse. And this progression is super strong from ZND Ignite. And look at these positioning as well. We can see a lot of purple being Void in what we'd call a disadvantaged position, low down, and you have to jump up and expose yourself, have a brief moment where your gun's not raised, and that's hurting them time and time again. And now Hunt, as Jericho starts to push, we're going to yet another area of the map where it becomes harder to jump onto the points, and they need to be careful, and they need to nip it in the butt.
Himself to it. He's trying to goo gun himself.
They really do need to nip it in the butt quickly before we get to the open space again.
The goo gun is, like, we saw it in that last match, and I think ZND IGN have realised that if they can't sit on the point without having any extra cover, or the fact that it is Void, they are managing, as I said, it's point management, and they're playing on these routes really, really well. But look at the difference with that goo. They're not bringing the fire. They're trying to get all the explosive barrels and fire barrels to clear it. But even with that, the damage just isn't enough. I mean, from distance, Jericho's just absolutely sat down Protogen, who's picked up a gun again once more. Danny with the RPG to one, to dive onto the site with the smash, clears the goo, makes way, some good damage with the flamethrower. In fact, he's going to get almost all of them, and a complete wipe, almost, to ZND IGN, but they somehow hold on and clear the point and find that last kill to push them off, but in the process, mostly traded out.
Oh, brilliant work from Ego, able to keep it alive as he will fall to the very shady Shadow, who's able to pick off one, able to open up that point once again. No one's on it. Stall for time, get his team to coin back in. And just when you thought there was an opportunity for Void to bring it back, the reinforcements start to come in, and they're using that massive inbuilt jump pad to jump to the roof, get that height, to do that damage. Of course, spawns are going to favor Void here. They're able to come back, re-attack, re-go, re-everything. But is it enough with 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock? You gotta be perfect, and this round, it's been far from perfect.
Definitely far from it, but it has still been a good showing from both sides. We are seeing ZND IGN pushing ever so closer to that final destination. They are clearing out the members where they can. Microwave has actually swapped onto Heavy from Light, which is an interesting swap. Truce taken down by, I don't know what that, pushing the point? Was that, I don't know what that comes up as, but the Sledgehammer finding another one. They have essentially taken the strategy from Lagoonette, and they're just paying it forward, and it is working. And there's a reason that it's working. But look at this, not even paying attention. Oh my god, up the top, Shadow, just absolutely being a menace. These are the flanks. This is what you were talking about.
Yeah, these are the little positions and the little areas that you need to keep an eye for, as the power shift point is getting close to its destination. It's on its final train, so everything has to come alive. Those flanks are not going to help Void. It's going to hinder them. It's going to damage them. They finally get able to get onto the power shift. They're able to switch it back, but just when you think it's done, Shadow once again coming from the Dark Ages and putting them in place. Protogen left alive. He's the last alive, but he doesn't want to push. The respawns are now coming in, but is there time? Is there enough hope? Final millimeters come pushing in. It's not good enough. It's gonna be done. ZND IGN will advance forward.
And I've got to say, a team of veterans, arguably some of the best players that we have seen today. go back to the pug stack and take their strategy and turn it into their own. They walk away, they win with it. Keep in mind, we've seen one team do the goo strat today, and it worked. Both times we've seen it, it's worked in different iterations, keep in mind, but it was exactly the same. It was goo gun, sledgehammer, and it worked.